Okay children, let's continue. As I was saying, Henry was shocked and he said, I wouldn't care to. So here I just wanted you to, so these are the normal language even you can use in our day-to-day phrase when you talk. This is informal way of talking. They're just talking at home. So they're just talking to each other when such kind of English, even if you make it a habit of using language in your everyday life, that too English. So here I wouldn't care to, and if I write here I wouldn't care plus gerund, if you have, I have written a phrase over here. So children, what is the difference? Actually both means different here. So I wouldn't care to means here that the speaker doesn't want to do something. Here it means okay children, here if you see, wouldn't care to means the speaker doesn't want to do something. So who is the speaker here? Henry. So he says I wouldn't care to. When Amelia said that let us shift that bureau now before Elizabeth and Ben arrives here. Okay, so that was the plan of whom? Amelia. Okay, but Henry did not. He was shocked and he said I wouldn't care to. That means he doesn't want to do such, and I don't want to do. He meant I don't want to do. But if you say I wouldn't care, if you remove the to here, see if you see I have replaced this to with a gerund. So that there means I wouldn't mind. For example, if say I wouldn't care carrying your books. Okay, so nothing, gerund is nothing but to a verb when you add ing. So when the verb is acting as a subject without any auxiliary verb. Okay, so here I wouldn't care means I won't mind it doing. So see how difference with just use of to and use of gerund, how much the language differs. That's why you say English is a funny but beautiful language, children. Yes, and also little bit confusing. Yes, so we understand it from here. So just take a time and understand. I wouldn't care to and I wouldn't care carrying. Suppose, so here this means he is not interested to do. He don't want to do. He doesn't want to do. Here I won't mind doing. So totally opposite, children. See. Understand here? So he says I wouldn't care to means I don't want to. I don't do such things. That means he's, as we said, the character of Henry is a sensible person here, very ethical. He follows ethics. So he says here, when Amelia suggests that let us carry, he says I don't want to. I can't. Mrs. Slater, don't look so daft. Why not? So Mrs. Slater, as you know, who is Mrs. Slater? Amelia Slater. Amelia says, don't look so daft, fool, stupid. Daft means here fool, stupid, silly. You can underline the word and write down, children, when I am saying. Every time I won't repeat you, put your pencil and write the words. Please, when you listen on the meanings, follow it, okay? And write. Immediately in your rough note you have a piece of paper, you can write, afterwards you can copy in your classwork, children. Yes, don't look so daft, Amelia said. When Henry said, I can't, I am not going to do, he said, don't be so silly. Why not? Why can't we do? Mrs. Slater said, so as you know, Amelia, she won't leave things so easily. Henry, he doesn't seem delicate somehow. So somehow he tried to make his wife understand that it doesn't look good. Somehow I don't find this is right or this is correct. Okay, see, somewhere he has his responsibility, or you can say his moral is not allowing him to do, but he can't help. Mrs. Slater, we could put that shabby old chest of drawers upstairs where the bureau is now. See her plan, how it is So actually she has a dross of shabby. We are underline the word children. Shabby means in poor condition of regular use. That means old ones here, old one. So old furniture or old whatever you have, those are means which by regular use it has become old. So she wants a kind old dross what she has with her down. She want to shift that upstairs where her father's bureau is, and instead of exchanging the bureau with the shabby what do you call dross. So she wants to exchange this bureau, and in that place of that bureau she wants to put that old shabby chest drawers. Okay, sorry, drawers. Elizabeth could have that and welcome, she said, and if Elizabeth is interested to take that, she is welcome, she can take it. See how her mind works. See how sharp she is, the word sharp is used, how sharp. I mean, in such cases it is working for her really good. So she says, oh, we can do that instead of in that place of bureau, this is actually father's. Don't get confused children, this is father, okay. And the old shabby dross. So what they have is Amelia's. She wants to exchange this. So she will put in the place of this old shabby drawers, and she will exchange that bureau. She will take that bureau here, understand? So that was her plan. And if at all Elizabeth wants this old shabby drawers thinking that it is father's, she is most welcome. I wouldn't stop her to take that. She can take it, because why? Let us see. Elizabeth could have that and welcome. I have always wanted to get rid of it. So she always wanted to throw this away. Always. She just somehow, this should move from my house. If Elizabeth wants to take, let her take. I'm not going to stop it. Children, are you able to understand? Okay. I hope. She points to the drawers. So she just, the scene you can just imagine. As I said, all the expressions are very clearly written by our author, so that you can imagine the story in a picture format, like a movie running. When you are reading, inside your mind you can see she is pointing. Let her give her that old shabby drawers. Henry, suppose they come when we are doing it. So Henry is not at all ready. Somehow he wants Amelia to drop this. So she says, suppose they come when we are doing it. What we'll do? So Henry says, suppose you said no, before they come. So now already it's time. If they arrive, if we are doing this and if they come. Mrs. Slater, even she has idea for this. I'll fasten the front door. I will fasten the front door. Get your coat off, Henry. We'll change it. Mrs. Slater goes out to fasten the front door. Henry takes his coat off. Mrs. Slater reappears. This is the scene. So when Henry got a doubt, suppose if they arrive while we are doing all this, then what? She said, don't worry, I'll fasten. Here fasten is nothing but close. I will close the door. Okay, I will close the door from inside, and you please remove your coat. Take off your coat. Take off means to remove. This is a take off here, children, is a phrasal verb. Here what is it? Phrasal verb. So with a verb, a preposition. Okay, children, even sometimes with the verb you get preposition plus adverb or preposition, anything, the combination. So here the action, even this is verbs are nothing but we shows action. Even is this also going to show us action? But together these two means something else. So here it means to remove, to take off, to remove the coat. Amelia wanted Henry to remove his coat, and I will fasten the door and come. So within a minute she goes, she closed the door and she comes, reappears means she comes again, okay, and by the time Henry takes off his coat means removes his coat. This is the scene till now happened in the story, children. So see, okay, we will continue this in our next video, children.